something about Shedeur Sanders. And to me, I just know this kid has so much ability that I want to see him out there like anybody else. Yeah. And why the hell he's not out there, it
makes no sense.
It makes absolutely no sense to me.
The fact that he's not bumped up to backup, something's off. Something's wrong.
Cleveland messed this quarterback room up on draft day, in my opinion. This quarterback room is, I don't want to say dysfunctional, but it is not the way the normal quarterback room I'm used to seeing in the National Football League locker room.
The quarterback room is crazy because there's a name y'all left out of there, and that's Deshaun Watson. He's still a quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. But one thing that I'll say, talking about a young guy like Shedeur Sanders, there's a lot of guys or a lot of fans that he wooed and wowed, through preseason. A lot of people rooting for him, and nobody has seen him play yet. Right now, it is Dillon Gabriel's turn. I don't care if it's Dillon Gabriel backing up Shedeur, Shedeur's backing up Dillon Gabriel. Whenever your opportunity comes,
D. Haslam, the owners of the Cleveland Browns, y'all gotta cut it out. Whatever is going on there is becoming too obvious that you're trying to break the kid here because realistically, he should be in the game already. I know you're trying to try out another quarterback. You're trying to make sure that whatever you do, you get your point across him. It's becoming more and more ridiculous on you guys' part. You're not winning, so it's not like you're not having them on the floor, on the field because you guys are winning and you're trying to preserve something. At this point, it seems like you're just trying to go as far as you can to get a negative response out of him, and we don't like it. Not just because we're Brown, we don't like it because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to athletes. It doesn't make sense to entertainers. It doesn't make sense to the whole football community. I know whatever you guys talked about, it's just the gig is up, man.
He's a 5th round pick, bro. He is. Legit. Well, he don't have a talent of 5th round pick. He was late in the 5th round. Yeah. Like, almost ain't get picked. Like, come on, man.
He had a draft party for 3 days in a row.
I'm a 5th round pick. You can't take that away from me.
Boy,
them niggas was partying for him.
Hey, they dumped tequila, bro. I been in crash that. Where the cane at? Shit.
We went from the chain to the party to just him and the family.
They doing my boy Shedeur, man. Yeah,
they
bro.
Fishing.
That nigga had a docu-series draft party.
Unlimited series.
This power? The stars? Oh, fuck, man.
Oh, man.
It's just from start to finish, bro. I just like, goddamn, what do y'all want him to do, bro? Nobody ever been treated this bad, bro.
Because Rex Ryan really was mad at him, bro.
He said, bro, I'm just supporting my teammates, bro. I don't want to be on the bench, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
Like, stop talking to me. Like, where's my coach? Who fuck with me on this team? DeJuan, where's your big ass at? You 540. Stand in front of these goddamn cameras, bro. Like, somebody help. Shit.
Can you help me?
God damn, that shit made me mad, man. Like, they keep fucking with this nigga, bro. That shit crazy.
He is a 5th rounder, though.
Yes, bro.
He's like, y'all don't even want me, bro. Leave me alone, bro. I keep talking to me, bro. I'm from the 5th round.
Wow.
He was sold to the Browns, man. Vikings about to put belt anyway.
Y'all silly, man.
Some more notable games this weekend. Them niggas did have a long weekend,
yes, bro. From start to finish, they been on his top, bro.
Good. Shiloh started to screaming and shit, bro. Shiloh started screaming like
the entire football community is discussing the fallout of Rex Ryan's vehement on-air tirade regarding Cleveland Browns rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders, which has officially shaken ESPN. The former Jets coach turned TV analyst has been banned without pay after humiliating Sanders, 23, on Monday's Get Up. Several sources inside ESPN headquarters attested to this. After a week of growing controversy that made it difficult to distinguish between personal attacks and sports analysis, the move was characterized as an essential reset. It began as just a regular get-up-in-the-morning argument. However, things didn't remain that way. When Ryan brought up Sanders' recent remarks about being prepared to start in the NFL, he became visibly agitated. "This child is lacking something," Ryan barked. "He runs his mouth while speaking, claims to be a starter. Take a seat in the front row and focus on your studies. Give up being a source of shame." Throughout sports media, the phrase embarrassment exploded like a bomb. The video went global in a matter of minutes, and Ryan's name was trending for all the wrong reasons. By midday, player agents and team representatives were calling ESPN's own producers. One network insider gave a direct description of it. The spike in temperature was palpable. You just cannot call Deion Sanders' son a disgrace on live television and expect it to go away without a hitch. Ryan's comments went viral on social media, but Shedeur Sanders remained composed and then made a well-timed move that completely changed the course of events. The rookie quarterback approached the platform at Wednesday's media availability in Cleveland, turned to face reporters, and started fielding questions. He didn't say anything, though. Every response was mouthed by Sanders, just movements and gestures, no words or sounds. He had consumed all of mine. Later, ESPN's Adam Schefter was informed by team sources that the action was deliberate, a straightforward reaction to Ryan's criticism, and suddenly a silent protest turned into one of the NFL season's most potent viral comments. Within a few hours, Silent Stand became popular. Sanders' poise was praised by fans on social media, with one post saying, "Rex yelled and Shedeur stayed silent. Who do you think created more noise in the background?" The Sounders household wasn't keeping quiet. Par Sanders, Shedeur's mother, retaliated with a message that ignited social media, going all out on Instagram. "This is what impotent, cancerous, envious energy looks like to young athletes and football fans," she wrote. "This kind has no place in athletics." Before disappearing, the post was
shared tens of thousands of times before being removed a few hours later. However, the harm had already been done. Agents, retired athletes, and even sponsors bombarded ESPN executives with messages asking why Ryan's remarks had been permitted to air without scrutiny. Bristol was boiling by Tuesday morning. Insiders described the emergency meeting that ESPN management called as strained and awkward. This was not an analysis, it was intimate. You can criticize a player's performance, but you can't humiliate him on national TV, one ESPN source informed us. Ryan was summoned in the afternoon for what one employee called a heated discussion. The result was a forced on-air apology upon his return and a one-week unpaid suspension. "We take all commentary seriously," ESPN stated in an official statement. "Our professional standards were not met by Rex Ryan's remarks about Shedeur Sanders. Internally, the issue has been handled." A week later, when Rex Ryan came back to wake up, the tension was so high that a knife might pierce it. Ryan took a deep breath and stared directly into the camera as he opened the show. "I need to address something before we begin," he said. "I said something unjust about Shedeur Sanders last week. I went from being critical to being disrespectful. I don't want to be that person. Keep proving them wrong, Shedeur, if you're watching. You're talented. Display it." The apology was succinct, straightforward, and very modest. The typically outspoken analyst appeared more like a coach than a commentator. Not broken, but chastened. However, not everyone was ready to provide forgiveness. Social media exploded once more. "It's too little, too late. He had it." That moment grew like a good bottle of wine. Shedeur Sanders returned to work in the interim. Subsequently questioned over Ryan's suspension and the viral moment, Sanders responded with composure and assurance. "The game is respected by me. All I'm doing is working." Silence can sometimes speak louder than words. That was it, in true Sanders fashion. No lengthy remarks, no shade from the public, just calm concentration. Colleagues inside the Browns facility claimed that the incident merely enhanced the young quarterback's standing. One player told ESPN, "He handled it like a vet. He just flipped the entire script without a word, without flinching or feeding it." Sanders, who never shies away from the limelight, did not release a statement when Deion coached Prime. He didn't have to. The Hall of Famer only shared one emoji on X. The post went viral right away. Sporters knew exactly what he meant. One of the strongest voices in football was just muted by his son. Ryan views the ban as a watershed moment in his analyst career. Renowned for his candid, unfiltered criticism, he has always walked a fine line between controversy and audacious honesty. But the fallout was more significant and intimate this time. One ESPN coworker claimed that Ryan learned something this week. Being personal and being passionate are two different things. The way you spoke to guys in 1998 is no longer appropriate for today's players. But other supporters contend that Ryan was only being honest, a throwback to outdated football bluntness that is intolerable in today's media environment. In any case, ESPN's message was unambiguous. The tone of sports commentary has evolved with the times. What began as a careless tirade evolved into a moment of cultural introspection regarding media accountability, respect, and how young athletes respond to criticism in front of a national audience. After being called an embarrassment, Shedeur Sanders left the dispute with a stronger reputation than before. For what may have been the first time in his career, Rex Ryan, on the other hand, left more quietly. Ultimately, one spoke angrily while the other remained silent. And it wasn't the loudest voice in this verbal battle in the modern media.